Hotel, known for its rotating restaurant, continues to sit vacant tonight. The Millennium Hotel, which was once a gem of downtown, continues now to be an eyesore. So what's being done about it? The city continues to debate a resolution that could help them take over the property. And our Caroline Hecker is looking into how a vote tomorrow could change the future of this historic building.
A former gem of the St. Louis skyline, the Millennium Hotel is now in its 10th year of decline and disrepair. Plywood covers dozens of windows and doors, along with spray paint, litter, and broken glass. Long owned by an international investor, the city of St. Louis is now threatening to take ownership.
It is not okay to own property in the city of St. Louis of this scale and let it just languish.
The hotel sits in Spencer's ward. Tuesday, the city's Land Clearance for Redevelopment Authority will vote on a resolution that would open the door to the use of eminent domain to acquire the property. Spencer says it comes after numerous attempts to bring the owners to the table.
This owner has not been willing to negotiate with other interested parties, and that's a real problem. They're not willing to do the work that is necessary to bring this back online, nor are they willing to entertain offers.
Bob O'Loughlin is CEO of LHM, a St. Louis development group. As the owner of Hilton Ballpark, Union Station, and Westport Plaza, he knows what it takes for redevelopment to be successful. He also ran the hotel for nearly 10 years in the 1970s.
We've got the Arch, the Convention Center, the Dome, City Museum, baseball, hockey. So consequently, all our assets are in that area. So you want to find something complementary to all of those assets that could have a resurgence for downtown.
He says any future developer would likely tear down the hotel, as remodeling would be too expensive. That's where he says the city should call on its state and federal partners to help create something unique.
Federal government, the state, and the city ought to combine their thought process to see what's the highest and best use, maybe do a study or a master plan for downtown, and certainly incorporate this in it.
If approved on Tuesday, an ordinance would go before the Board of Aldermen for consideration, furthering the likelihood of this piece of St. Louis history making its way into the hands of the city. In downtown, Caroline Hecker, First Alert 4.